One.
Hey,
good afternoon. I was gonna give them weather girl. Good afternoon and welcome to Finesse and Chill.
All right.
All right, turn up. We're back.
It's fucking Monday, and it's the Monday after
Summer Jam.
Yes. So hopefully you guys went because it was pretty fucking dope.
Pretty lit. It was pretty lit.
This weekend was sponsored by Hennessy
and Monster.
And it was also sponsored by the 10-piece nuggets from Burger King, $1.69.
Oh my god, that was what held us down in the morning. God.
If it wasn't for that, I feel like we would have been dead because that's pretty much all we had at that point. So
exactly, and this is the good part. So before we tell you how we responsibly got trashed for Summer Jam, before we get into Summer Jam, let's talk about how we responsibly got trashed. We knew we had to eat because we didn't want to be one of those nasty girls that can't handle their liquor, that are like disgusting and all over the place. You gotta carry
your girl home.
Yeah, like the ones that can't wear their heels all night, so they gotta take them off. Don't wear them. Get a bigger size, ladies. If you're a recurring person that has to take your shoes off, get a bigger size, and I guarantee you will not have to do that.
What the fuck is a recurring person?
A recurring barefoot broad that's walking out of the club.
Come on now.
Shout out to London, who's tuned in.
Yes,
thank you
London.
for tuning in to London.
Cheers to London. I love London.
So we responsibly got messed up before Summer Jam. When we purchased our giant bottle of Henny, we purchased 3 waters.
I was so proud. And we all knew where our cell phones were, our keys, our IDs.
We ate enough.
Our money. Thank God.
And then, this is when I knew we had hit an age of maturity. Kendrick Lamar was the last performer. Once Kendrick started getting into his set, we slowly moved up from our seats over to the door near the concession so that we could still visually see it and hear it, but that we was the first ones out to that parking lot because we was not about to stand in that line to get out of the parking lot of Summer Jam.
Hold on, because I just want to make it very clear that
you were so confused. You were like,
no,
what are we doing?
I wasn't confused. I was that child that gets told, let's go home, and we're in the playground, and I'm like, why? It's perfectly fine, Mom. It's like nice out.
Her face. I'm like, V,
what?
Come on. She was like, what? I was like, Kendrick's the last one. She's like, yes.
Yeah, so what are we doing? Like,
we're going to watch, but we just got to watch from over there because Summer Jam gets a bad name to a lot of people because there's always random fights that go on, but I never see them. Like, these fights, I don't know where they happen, but anytime there was like a riot once and I'm inside on my seat, like, hip hop parade, and knew nothing of the drama. But there was a time where me and you had got up to go to the bathroom, and it was a little hard to get through those people. Like, there were 3 instances where it could have been a fight.
Okay, hold on. It was crazy.
If I was a little drunker, if I would known, if I didn't know better and I wasn't on point, I could have got myself into like 3 fights because I had 3 things to say to 3 different people trying to get out. What was your thoughts?
It was crazy. I mean, getting out of there was really, really crazy. Like, people were mad that you were leaving, which was crazy to me because it's almost like, well, you could take my seat now, sis. Calm the fuck down. Let's have a little bit of the calm the fuck down spray. What the fuck? Let's
work together.
There's people coming in and out. How many times did we get up in our row? Like, maybe 10 times.
To let someone go past.
I just want to leave. Like, I'm not trying to come back.
Oh my God. $12 for some french fries and 3 chicken tenders. Go ahead.
Besides that, it was lit. I had such a good time. And by the way, guys, it was my first Summer Jam. So, I had a good time.
Good. I'm glad you did. I always go to Summer Jam. For those who knew me before Finesse and Chill, before interviewing for Battle Rap originally, I interned for Funk Master Flex. I interned for Def Jam. I've been going to Summer Jam since Summer Jam's been Summer Jamming. So to me, like, every year there's people like, oh, I outgrew Summer Jam. Oh, I don't want to go to Summer Jam. Oh, it's going to be this, and that.
I will never be Leigh.
And never. I will never outgrow Summer Jam. I will never not want to go to Summer Jam because there's always something that's going to be important. So, What was your favorite? What was your Summer Jam highlight? What would you say was the best?
Okay. So so one of my favorite parts of Summer Jam, besides of course the performances, was just the environment. Like, you literally go in there and you turn the fuck up. Like, there is no, kind of like just boring, like on my phone all day long, got nothing to do. There is so much to do in the parking lot alone. Like, oh my God, I felt like we just got off and it was a carnival and we're not even going inside. Like, outside is where everything's at. Outside is where you get the jerk chicken with the rice, or you get the New York chicken with the white sauce on the side.
And like, I went to see the cars. They had like a whole display of a bunch of cars that had the backup, and like you got to see all the systems. Oh my God.
It was lit, guys. It was definitely something that you just had to be there. And I was asking you too, right, earlier. There was people that I swore didn't even go inside. Like, I feel like there was a lot.
Oh my God! Now that you said that,
out outside, like just with the music and the food, like people didn't even come inside. There was so many people out there.
And now, how do you feel about that? Because a friend of mine was just telling me that he went a few years ago, and he also stood in the parking lot. But someone texted me while I was there and said that some girl they used to talk to or something like that was like going live and Snapchatting from the parking lot like all night. Like, oh, it's so lit, but didn't have tickets to go into the event. Because remember, to get to the festival stage, you need your ticket.
Right.
But to get in the parking lot, you don't. They didn't ask us for the tickets.
You're right.
They just asked. So people paid $30 for parking, not to go into the venue, to just parking lot pimp.
Cause
I get the vibe. Chill. It's the vibe. Yeah, it was.
Just picture and listen, we're from Jersey, so we kind of hate when we bump into everyone that you grew up with. It's kind of like, oh, great, it's like a high school reunion, like
right. It makes like,
but it really was nowhere near that. It was so many people out there. I saw a couple people I knew. But I didn't really see that many people out there, so I was excited.
It was like
wow.
enough. It was enough people to see people, not to see everyone, but then every once in a while, you're like, I would see that person out of everyone. That's who I would see.
But it's all right because, Summer Jam's for everyone.
Life is cray-cray. That way.
Side-eye.
So we did bump into a few people here and there. It was dope. But what I will say, I got to see one of my favorite DJs. And let me tell you how my pride is so high that I would not ask for a picture. When I was like, that's DJ Young Chow. That's Chow. That's DJ Young Chow. And I refuse. Like, I don't know if it's because I'm like, no, bitch, you're the Duchess.
Yeah.
You don't need to do that. Or it's just, I don't know. I need to work on my people skills. Because I'd rather walk by someone and act like I don't know them than to be like, yo, I'm a big fan of your work. I think you're dope. Let's take a picture. That's me that likes all thousands of your pictures.
And that's crazy because you network.
I could network, but I act like I don't know them. I've done that before. I didn't know this
because I would have pushed you. I would have been like that kid in high school, like.
And I've done that. There was this other guy that I've known for years now that he works on Hot 97. And I told him one day, I was like, when I met you, I knew exactly who you was. But I acted like I don't. Like, there's something wrong with me with my pride. But anyway, let's get back into Summer Jam. So Remy came out.
Remy came out and brought Lil Kim.
She did.
And it was so lit. But like I said, people were... This is why I can't get to the Summer Jam. Because everyone was outside. Everyone was in that parking lot. It was that dope. Matter of fact, the area that we ended up parking in had maybe like 5 cars. And the stereo system, they actually put the speakers on top of the cars. And the stereo system was so loud. It sounded crazy. And we were just there with like, some Dominican music. Like, and we were there the whole time like, yes, we would find this parking. I was lit. It was the best. And then on top of that, so a lot of people weren't really filling up the stadium on time because I guess you said it started earlier this year?
Yeah, everything was like an hour before it was supposed to be. It if say normally it would be at like 3, it was at 2. Normally you go in at 6:45, 6:30, it was like 6:15, which is cool, but that's because they're always going overtime and it's always that curse of the rain.
I was going to ask you that, the rain. It rains
every year. And let me tell you, I've been a summer jam on June 3rd. I've been to a summer jam that was June 5th. This year it was June 10th. And it still rained.
And look, the day before Summer Jam was hot as hell outside. The day after Summer Jam, it's nice as hell outside. Like, why the day of? It's so crazy to me. Someone really did the rain dance on this.
Yeah, they really did. A Boogie with the Hoodie came out. Who else? Lil Wayne. We felt a little bad for Lil Wayne.
Okay, I was
sad.
So excited. We're talking Lil Wayne. Like, we're talking about a whole fucking, like, I could think of every song has something to do with every big part of my life. Like, Lil Wayne was literally, like, the lyrics behind all my away messages, all my AOL statuses. Like, Lil Wayne was it for me. I grew up on that type of time. Like, I was so excited as a fan, as a huge fucking fan of Lil Wayne. I was so excited to just be there for his first performance back. And, like, so you would think this is more biased, and I'd be here like, I love him, he was great, but it really wasn't, though. It wasn't great. It wasn't what I thought it would be. We forgot
his words, and the only reason why I can't really, like, I'm not gonna wake up and be like, oh my god, Lil Wayne fell off, he forgot his work. The man had like 3 strokes in the last year or so, so it was like we had to just sit there and be like, good going, Wayne. Like, yeah, like, I was fighter down. He forgot a lot of his words towards the end. Like, the first
a good performance. If we're talking performance-wise, it just wasn't a good performance. Like, he didn't have so bad. He kind of, I thought he was a little tired, maybe. Like, he was just a little bit, you know, like, dry, I guess you could say. Like a dry kind of.
And he was stumbling a little bit. But in the beginning, he was a little hype, I will say. He picked some good songs, but I remember you saying, like, it's not the same.
It's not.
It's not the same.
It was irking my soul because I was expecting that disrespectful, like, you know, just, and I didn't get it. So I was like, damn.
And it's so hard when you used to hear in rap music on the radio or hearing the song, and then when you hear it live, you already have to adjust to the band,
right?
And then how they're rapping on top of it. So as a rapper, that's something they gotta work on, because if not, everybody will sound crazy. Like, it'll just sound.
And not for nothing, but I kind of hate when artists have to put like a different beat to the song that they're singing. Like, it's just I hate that. I hate that for some reason, and I felt like he had a DJ that was kind of like Linkin Park-ish. Did you get that kind of feel?
Oh, like, and he kept, he kept shouting out his DJ.
Yeah, and it was
and
just
his one-man band show.
And he did it like 4 times. So we were like, we get it. That's the one-man band. That's your drummer right there. You guys do this together. Like, it would have been fire. And he actually did do 6 foot, 7 foot. I think that's one of the songs hard. That he forgot. That he kind of just like stood quiet for some of the lyrics, and we kind of looked at it. We were finishing it for him.
Yeah, so and I was like, did he mean to do that?
Yeah, and then he did it to another song, and then another song, and then they put Lollipop on, and it was like.
You thought you...
He was like, yeah.
You felt like you were in a high school party? Like, oh my God, why did they play this again?
I thought Lil Jon was there, the way he kept saying, yeah. I'm like, all right.
Tunchi. Oh my God, Lil Wayne.
Cheers to you.
It's just that literally, like, you don't know if he was, because that for 1 second I was like, oh, he's on that lean. Like, oh no, he's got to be on his lean again. Like, that's what it is. But I really do think, you know, the man has had a few seizures, like Lil Wayne, and he's not old. So it's not like we could be like, oh, Lil Wayne's getting old. He's not that old.
It's all that lean. Y'all gotta
the lean causes that. That's a fact.
I mean, I don't want to be that guy,
but it's true. Lean is not. It's not cool.
You think it's doing favors for you, but
real quick, let's shout out Jose Medina. We got Dilemma in the chat. We got Joseph Jones.
I see Ebony in the chat.
Ebony Kid, Tony. You got somebody from Australia just checking in.
Yes, Australia, London. You guys are giving me life right now. Thank you. Cheers. Cheers to the across the world viewers and finessers. That's what we're gonna call y'all, the finessers.
Because you guys are finessing right along with us.
Kaza Mendoza, a faithful
always
listener.
coming. We love you.
Yes, and if you guys have us on Instagram and want to check our Instagram stories, we still have footage up from Summer Jam.
Yes, we have like 37
Brooklyn's
stories.
in the building.
So make sure you guys go check them out before they disappear.
Yes, we love you guys for tuning in faithfully.
Guys, we're actually your fans at the end of the day because we're so happy you guys are here.
That's what's up.
Hey, yo, Jersey in the building.
Jersey.
Cheers. Thank you guys. Every Monday, man. Every Monday. And you know you guys can reach out to us on Instagram, social media, anytime.
It's lit.
Definitely lit. So, let me see. After Lil Wayne. What was Tory Lanez? Remember, we saw Tory Lanez. You wasn't that moved by Tory Lanez.
It wasn't like a...
Yeah, I wasn't that moved either.
I don't know, exactly. Because I feel like we
I
would
was
have
just
been
like,
like,
that's if it was Trey Songz.
Hold up.
Every year that Trey Songz has come, I turned into a totally different person. I never think I'm going to get like that. My IG is at the Duchess of Jersey. Her IG is...
Oh, I forgot for a second. Sitting X Pretty.
Which, by the way, we were online. Fans. Let me tell you how somebody was screaming V's Instagram online. And mind you, I heard it at first. They was like, sitting pretty. And I was like doing something. And I'm like, V, somebody's screaming
mind
your
you,
Instagram
I'm listening
name.
to it, but I'm like, people are always stealing everything.
Like somebody must have stole that. And I'm like, yo, they're talking to you. So that, mind you, the guy like runs up and he's like, yo.
He's like all the way behind the line. We're like a couple rows in front. You know how that little thing zigzags. So. Oh,
it was like in line. Like you literally have to go in line. So he's chasing her like through the line to go like this.
And she's like, V. And I'm like, oh my God, he's running after us.
And he's like, I follow you. He told her, thank you for not being a catfish.
Yes.
For really looking like her profile.
He was like, oh my God, you're not a catfish. And I'm like,
then.
That was like the first thing he said to me. And he's, you know, it was cute. It was nice. I loved it. I love. So it was nice at the end of the day.
Superstar. Then he came up to me and apologized. I felt like he thought I was like your lesbian girlfriend because he was like, yo, you don't gotta look at me like that. I'm cool peoples. He's like, yo, I see you grilling me over there. I know her. I'm like, you don't know her. You follow her. What do you mean you know
her? So funny. And he was really scared of her. He was like, and he even came up to me. I don't know if you peep, but he came up to me and he was like, yo, your friend looks really mean.
And
like,
I was like,
looking at me like I'm doing something to you. And I'm like, she just doesn't know you.
And I'm like, I'm not looking at you, bro. Like, I made it even worse. So I know everybody thinks I'm the bubbly one and V like might be the serious one or like the unapproachable one. And for some reason, everybody's scared of me when we go out. Like they're like, I'm sorry.
It's
I'm
like
sorry.
the flip.
You don't gotta look at me like that.
But it's funny because we do it to each other.
Yeah.
When people are on her, I'll be like, oh boy,
let's go. Oh yeah, because you pulled me somewhere.
Yeah, I don't see, and it's that same exact. I'll be like, come on, man, you don't know this nigga. Come on, let's go.
Some dude try to get my number, and you know I'm like, nah, I don't get my number.
She's saying that like, I'm like, she's not gonna give you your number. No, you can have Instagram though. But...
He was like, what's your Instagram? I'm like, Duchess of Jersey.
Yo, that's what's crazy nowadays. Like, you don't get the phone number, you get the Instagram.
Hey.
Yep.
Still
I feel like that's a win because that's more of a win than a phone number. First of all, if you call me from a number I don't know, I'm not picking up. Second, if you text me from a number I don't know, I'm still not picking up, and it's a text. So if you hit me up on Instagram though and you're like, hey, what's up? I love your show.
It's different. It's more friendly.
I'm like, oh, word, what's up? And I send a little
But
heart,
if you text me, I'm never going to answer
exactly,
you. Ever.
Never. It's just not going to happen. So
that's a good... We just told them the secret. We just told them the secret. Chill,
you're welcome.
Chill.
You're welcome.
That makes so much sense. Sliding in the DM.
See, now they're calling my girl a bully.
I mean, I don't try to be. I just don't like... This year, I just like our space. This year is so different. We can't even like be out. I feel like if we're outside talking, I feel like we gotta watch who's around us. I feel like whatever.
It's just it's a crazy. It's like things are kind of the same, but they're not. Like,
Right.
it's a whole new ball game this year. So we have to watch and we have to be careful.
Yeah, because look at how many people be like, oh, we saw you on Instagram. What if we would have been there like trash talking or like drunk, falling all over the place, and somebody be like, oh my God, did you see the Duchess of Jersey?
What if we had a real time like girl moment and like I passed out and like fell or something? Like, you would see this on Instagram the next day with our tags all over this shit. So you just always gotta watch out. You never know who's looking.
You gotta watch.
One thing I will say though, and this is for everyone, we're not trying to say that we're like, oh my God, but for just everyone in general, don't think that people aren't watching, because people are always watching.
Yeah.
Don't doubt yourself. There's people that are looking that you would never think are even paying attention to you.
Right. Even if you're promoting your brand, your show, and you might feel like, oh my God, this got like 10 likes. Oh, nobody's subscribing. Nobody's doing this. Promise you, people are paying attention.
Exactly.
They may not support it the way you think they should be supporting it, but believe me, it's getting out there. Don't give up. Don't end it. If we would have ended it, like, what, how long ago? Like, forever ago. If we really cared what you people thought of us 24/7, we would have probably stopped a long time ago. But we know the intentions are genuine. We know that we're here to promote people for a good reason. And we know that we do good things.
I'm going to need you guys to understand that we come from fucking SoundCloud. Like, we're not even used to people tuning in like that. So
I'm not even used to people looking at me.
Exactly. Anything negative that has to be said about us, it's like, I really don't care. Do you see the views, though?
Right.
So let's just all be in a nice little positive bubble. And let's just all remember to be aware of what's going on when we're out, because you just never know.
Right. Like, shout out to one of the people in our chat just said it's weird. I don't want to say it wrong. It's Dilemma. Okay. Dilemma said it's weird that all your fam and people don't support. It's usually people you don't even know. Absolutely.
How crazy is that?
Absolutely.
We will continue to say it. It's always the people from out of town. It's always the people from other places that show the most love, and then the people that we actually like know. Right.
And thank you, Malcolm.
Is crazy. We don't. It's different, but
Malcolm
it is what
Luther
it is.
Fresh. Thank you. We definitely appreciate you guys. And like you said,
that though, didn't I?
Yes.
I said at first initially we're gonna look at y'all, they pretty, boom, boom, but after listening to you long enough to see you guys ain't no fucking, airhead.
Right. Even if we do sound nasally and we sound like Valley girls, because we've been getting that a lot.
Yeah,
we've been getting that. Oh, you guys sound like white girls. Like, first of all, what does that mean? I am half Italian, but I'm also half black.
I'm not white. So.
And she's Spanish. So when people say, "Oh, you sound white," that sounds crazy. Like, you're trying to say we sound educated? Is it a Valley girl
thing? Is that a bad
thing?
We're educated. Is that what you mean by we sound white?
Because that's not fair. I want to change that. Then I know some educated black folks. I'd like you to change it to you sound black when I speak like this. Thank you very much. So let's wrap up Summer Jam before we go into a break. Or we don't have to necessarily wrap it up, but the performance-wise, before we get into
Kendrick,
favorite? Okay, I have two, and they're the two that we kind of have to wrap up with. Kendrick, I have to say that I've done a lot of trash talking on Kendrick the last couple of years because people always put Kendrick on this imaginary pedestal that I never really thought. I like him. He deserves the clout. He deserves to be where he is, but they thought he was going to be better than Hove and all this extra stuff. So Kendrick surprised me because I loved every single song. He was the only one that wasn't allowed to be streamed on Tidal because he's going on tour and they don't want to reveal what's going to be on his tour. So basically we went to a Kendrick concert because that's what's going to be on Kendrick's tour. And every single song. Every song I loved of Kendrick to the point that half of them I didn't know was Kendrick.
Oh, yeah, exactly. A couple of times we're like, wait, what?
I was like, that's Kendrick's song? That ding, ding, ding,
I liked his performance was maybe the most livest, but then again, by the time the stadium filled, he was the last performance. So it's it was dumb lit because everybody was waiting. There. But, I mean, y'all was late.
Yeah.
Was like, you should have told them this is going to be an earlier thing. Because I feel like the vibes should have been there for A Boogie. The vibes should have been there for...
You know what it is? I noticed it's just like battle rap. They kind of get offended when they're the first ones up.
Yeah.
Everybody dope wants to be towards the end.
Why?
When you're first, you really get offended. Like and you know what it is? It's programmed. Because when A Boogie was up first and Remy, I was like, oh, that's rude. Oh, shit, that is rude. See, but that's because mentally,
like, yes.
See, and
you gotta come like that. You gotta set.
The tone and see. But my brain is like battle rap programmed where when they go up first, I'm like, oh, they trying to get you out the way, Papa. They is trying to get you in
They trying to get you feeling right. They trying to get you in the mood for what you're about to listen to.
And then my final main favorite that to me was the surprise. Every year they try to do something iconic in Summer Jam, but I don't think this generation is really hip to the whole Battle of the Beats thing. I'm
not a fan.
He, what's his face? Swiss Beats battled Timbaland.
Battle of the Beats. Okay.
Not battle on the Beats. Okay. No. Okay. Swiss Beats battled Timbaland on Summer Jam yesterday.
So fucking dope.
And everybody's been waiting for this battle. If you know, last year he battled Just Blaze. It was like a 2-hour battle. I watched the whole 2 hours. Like, I've never been so excited for something. I've never sat through something that long without going through my phone. Like 2 hours of straight beats. This was like money. I felt like they were throwing money at each other. Like, that's how much money I got. That's how much money I got.
Meanwhile, we're all in the crowd like, how much you think he made for that? And then the other one would come out with something like, no, that's
I'm like, oh no, that's money. That's all. Our mind was like, ching, 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 ching. I was like, that was in a movie. That one was in a movie. He's making money. That one he got money off of. I'm going to say, I'm always going to go with Swiss Beats, but for him to be against Timbaland, Timbaland's style is different. I didn't even want them to battle.
Yeah, no, I feel like there's no loser here. There's no loser. They
shaped our life.
Exactly. You're talking about pioneers. You're talking about the best of the best at what they do, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. Like, there is no loser here. They were both fire. All the shit they make, all the shit they produce is fire. Like, there's no...
the fans definitely won. Just to know that these two did that. They did that. Regardless of who was on the song, they shaped the vibe and the music for the last over a decade of our life. And what I will say is, even when Swiss was winning, Timbaland was like, oh, I'm going to hurt him with this one. And he played Drunk in Love. Because you know that one made crazy money.
And it's so
and
funny
you know that's going to be in a movie.
You know he's big as hell. Like, he's cocky. So he's in the back like, oh, I'm going to hurt him with this one.
Oh, and then it went, I've been drinking. And we was like, oh, that's the money maker right there.
Yes, Timbo, give it to me.
Guys, we're going to go to a quick break. We're going to go over the Gnome 8 card when we get back and a little more stuff. So stay tuned. So Finesse and Chill.
Finesse Mondays.
Yeah, Queen B, 2000. No matter what people say, you got it going on. Who cares about what they did? Won't you come and you I can do that, baby. No matter what people say, you got it going on. Who cares about what they did? Shake the body to be with all that drives you crazy. Everywhere I go, red car. Gave the keys to ballet, total park. Then I jumps out the door, Little Kim or girls making faces like Ace Ventura. And my BADGIR LS is in the stretch. Ellis ain't you could tell us. Even got some of these jealous, but tonight ain't about the fellas. Bulgari perfume from a mile, you smell us. Model agencies say it's easy to sell us. We got sex appeal, I'ma keep it real. If I didn't have a deal, I'd still be worth a mill. Depending how I feel, I might go on a heist. So at my wedding I could throw ice instead of throwing rice. We fly like kites, never get in the fights. I got a whole bunch of dicks on ninja. No matter what people say, you got it going on. Who cares about what they did? Won't you come and you I can do that, baby. No matter what people say, you got it going on. Who cares about what they did? Shake the body to be with all that drives you crazy. I'm just trying to be me, doing what I gotta do. So why y'all keep hating on me and my crew?
Yo, I'm saying, QB, look at them and look at you.
True, if I was you, I'd hate me too. Louis Vuitton shoes and a whole lot of booze. Every other week a different dude, another cruise. I make offers nobody can refuse. You might even see me on the Channel 9 News. I get paid just for laying in the shade to take pictures with a glass of lemonade. My rock shine like it was dipped in Cascade.
Kim been fly since she was in the 5th grade.
Wake up in the morning to breakfast from a maid. Wanted me so bad you ain't copped the bootleg. Y'all play like a hot top fade. Some of the I hear, I don't know how it got played. Y'all rock Versace and y'all went out and bought. I rock Versace and y'all know I ain't paid for it. My fam deep with security in the Jeep. When the queen come in town, everything shut down.
What people say, we got it going on. Who cares about what they did? Won't you come and show me how to do that, baby? No matter what people say, we got it going on. Who cares about what they did? Shake your body to the rhythm that drives you crazy.
Break down. Let's dance. Come on. Let's dance. Come on. I see you. Let's go. Yeah. Queen B, do it like this.
I'm the highest, your highest title. Numero uno. I'm not a Puerto Rican, but I speak it so that you know.
This is how it should be done. This style is out there.
The hip hop, the hip to the hip hopper, you don't stop. You rock it to the bang bang, boogie to up, jump the boogie to the boogie to the boogie to beat. Now what you hear is not a fake, it's the real little Kim Queen B.
That's right.
Now I know y'all heard other females rap, but they ain't got nothing on me. Cause y'all take to my rap, cause my rap's the best. 150,000, 16 bars, nothing less. So to y'all haters, I paid y'all no mind. In fact, I'ma give it to y'all one more time, like
Yeah, what? Come on, bounce, what?
No matter what people say, we got it going on. Who cares about what they did? Won't you come and show me how to do that, baby? No matter what people say, we got it going on. Who cares about what they did? Shake your body to the rhythm that drives you crazy. No matter what people say, we got it going on. Who cares about what they did? Won't you come and show me how to do that, baby? No matter what people say, we got it going on. Who cares about what they did? Shake your body to the rhythm that drives you crazy. No matter what people say, we got it going on. Who cares about what they did? Won't you come and show me how to do that, baby? No matter what people say, we got it going on. Who cares about
I think I love you. Don't let me get in the way. Don't let me stop you, girl, from doing your thing. Cause I don't deserve you. No, I don't wanna hurt you. Play with your mind, have you running in circles. Don't let me get in your way. Yeah.
It ain't even the puss, I got your mind. It's usually a one-way thing, but baby girl got mine. Perfection is the formula when me and her combine. Like Haney to the corner, yeah, your finger looking fine. In due time, I'm sure that I can please you, squeeze you, weak need you like you need me. And don't mislead you, love's free, but treat it wrong and pay the price, get down on one knee. That bitch gon' leave with half your life, man, believe me. I ain't gon' feed you bad advice, slipping's easy. So don't forget to strap up tight, right? I'd be selfish if I kept you so. I love you enough to let you go. Cause on the other hand, I couldn't take it if I put all I got in you and someone got you naked. You work hard for money, but it's harder when you make it. These chicks coming fast, here's your heart before I break it.
I think I love you. Don't let me get in the way. Don't let me stop you, girl, from doing your thing. Cause I don't deserve you. No, I don't wanna hurt you. Play with your mind, have you running in circles. Don't let me get in your way. Yeah.
What type of nigga would I be to hold you up? You need someone to hold you down and wreck your life's fucked up. I gotta shake you out my system, cause with the fucking and kissing and all your emotions next and puts me in a tough position, baby. What am I supposed to do? I can't control my actions when I'm close to you. We've been way too long, girl, we're overdue. I guess the cake ain't enough, you wanna eat it too. See me and you have a magnet in between that keeps pulling me close. I'm like an addict for your scream. You're fully loaded, toaster, automatic with the beam. The baddest on the coast, I got to have you like the green. Your swagger's more than most. I got a sex drive that won't allow me to lax. Bring on the next 5. Look how they crowd on my lap. Booty, breast, thighs, keep your boy relapsing back. And you deserve way more than that. I'll just fall back.
I think I love you. Don't let me get in the way. Don't let me stop you, girl, from doing your thing. Cause I don't deserve you. I don't wanna hurt you. Play with your mind. Running in circles. Don't let me get in your way. I've been thinking a long time that wishing you were just all mine. But maybe this is the wrong time, yeah, that I deserve you. I don't deserve you. I've been thinking a long time that wishing you were just all mine. But maybe this is the wrong time, yeah, that I deserve you. I don't 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 deserve you.
And we're back.
I love that song. It just gives me life. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah, so those were our vibes today. We're going to hit you off with however we're feeling for the day. Those are our vibes. So now, even though we wrapped up Summer Jam, there was one more incident.
There's one more thing
about Summer Jam.
I would like to talk about.
So V likes Tekashi 6ix9ine, and
Let's
he's
just put it out
causing
there.
trouble over at Hot 97.
I really, really like Tekashi 6ix9ine. I just feel like we talked about this. We said he's the greatest fuckboy there is. So that was on last week's episode. Hopefully you guys tuned in.
Right. Or if not, go check last week's episode.
We
and
had a
we
lot to
broke
say.
it down. So now with Tekashi, I know from as far as I know, he had a little altercation where he was going back and forth with what's his face? With Ebro. So Ebro basically was saying, you're not coming on Summer Jam, you're not coming out on Summer Jam, no. So Tekashi went live with Academic, and he was like, oh, Ebro doesn't even know. I was just in there with DJ Enough, and the executive said they're going to make sure that I come out on stage. We were there, and 6ix9ine did not come out on stage. However, Camilo did play one or two Tekashi tracks. I would say it was a total of like 3 or 4 times we heard his song, but it was like the same 2 songs. They was like...
It was a total of 5 times that the songs were played. First of all. Second of all, when the first song played, I was like, is that 6ix9ine? And I looked around and I'm like, but he's not here. I'm like, okay, they're just playing his music. That's what's up.
I mean, they played Cardi.
But then I heard 6ix9ine again, and I was like, okay. But here's the thing. Here's my thing. You're playing 6ix9ine, and the reaction from the crowd is crazy. Everybody's like singing. Everyone's like going crazy. This is when the crowd was the most hyped.
Right.
So I feel like they realized, oh, Tekashi's getting the party started right now. So they just kept on playing him. Why are you going to play him, but you're not going to let him play on stage? Like, I feel like that is so fucking corny. I don't care what you feel. Set that shit aside and let the man do his job. Let him perform. Like, the people want to see what they want to see. And whether you like him or not, they like Tekashi.
I think... I get that. I agree with that. And I do think that right now he is... You know what it is you can never tell if he's going to be an asset or a liability. You don't know if he's going to make you money, or you don't know if he's going to do something and he's going to ruin your whole stage. Like, I would be scared to book Tekashi because, yes, the whole crowd is going to go crazy. But if his dumb ass jumps into that group of people, I can't.
Trying to get at him, so.
That's true, too. You might invite Tekashi and then you have people shooting at him. So, like, that
part I understand.
We don't know if he's an asset or a liability.
If you didn't want him there
fact,
because you're
scared
that it might turn the event into something that it's not, I respect that.
Right.
But then say it's just that. Don't sit there and you know, nah, we don't fuck with him. He's corny. He's new. That's your opinion. You can't say that and not let the man do his thing. I just honestly, like, I feel like this is the stage where you perform. Let the man perform.
Yeah, right. She's a Tekashi, and I'm sorry, I'm an Ebro fan.
I was like, really? That's why
I love Ebro, and I know that he's trying to make an executive decision. Ebro doesn't usually go off of emotions, but I know Tekashi is. I know what he's doing. And I know he's trying to get under Ebro's skin. Because even if he wasn't there with DJ Enough that day, that's something Tekashi would say to piss Ebro off. Just to make Ebro go into work like, why would y'all say that? And I said this. Why would y'all go over me and say this? Like, Tekashi knows how to troll. But, so...
Somebody's saying 6ix9ine and his boys tried to jump somebody from the Schmurder crew at Summer Jam. So that's what I was saying. There was some kind of commotion with him. But
so that's why they wouldn't let him in.
Back to what you said. Well, sorry, not you.
About asset or liability.
Asset.
Right.
You know, he could be good for the event, but look at the news. Well, not the news, but
right.
Saying, you know.
And money-wise, Summer Jam already gets a bad rep. Summer Jam gets a bad rep. So money-wise, you have to be conscious of it. I think had they did an interview with 6ix9ine before that, see, that's why you gotta stroke these egos and let them know. He should have had this interview with Tekashi, but he should have put his foot down like, look, we want to promote you, we want you on our stage, but we ain't beat for none of that. So maybe he is getting under Ebro's skin, because if not, that would have been the way to go.
I mean, potato, tomato. I don't know.
Yeah. He's like,
We're
you know
just
what?
Leave it there.
So
shout out to you, Yusuf.
What we do see at Summer Jam, as well as other concerts that we're starting to notice is becoming a bigger and bigger trend. And it's funny because when you mentioned it this morning and we were talking about it, the first time I've ever seen it was at Summer Jam. Mm-hmm. So, Unc, are you familiar with the what would you call those? The shorts?
Okay, so are you familiar with the booty cheek shorts?
The Daisy Dukes?
They're not regular Daisy Dukes. They're literally cut on an angle.
So your cheeks can actually hang out.
Right.
All the way.
I know those from in the bedroom.
Oh, right.
Right.
They should be in the bedroom. These are jeans now. Like, these are a problem. Because when you try to go buy shorts, all of them are cut at this angle now.
Okay.
Well, it's like me when I go to the store, all the fucking jeans are skinny jeans now.
Because now... Exactly.
Sometimes I have to because I like the jeans, but...
Listen, guys.
So that's how they do the girls now.
We are going through a dilemma. We don't know where to shop no more. Because everywhere we have gone looking for shorts, everywhere. When I tell you that all the shorts out, all the fly shorts too. Let's just get into that because I don't want.
Shorts.
Yeah.
I mean, my whole ass is gonna and let's just be real, right?
My cuff don't do that.
No, your cuff does do that. Don't let her lie to you. Don't be a liar. 2018.
I've been working out, but I don't know if I'm ready for my cuff to do that.
I'm not ready. I am a little introvert in that sense where I just, leave more to the imagination. You don't gotta see that. Come on, ladies. Like, you don't have to do that. You could really look good and not have to sit there with your ass cheeks hanging out.
Right. Because I'll trick y'all. I'll wear tight shorts under them. So when you think you're going to see some, it's like, got them. So now it's like, it's so hard to shop for certain things. Like, literally.
So hard.
So let me tell you how big of finessers we are.
Liability.
Or an asset.
Thank you.
Literally. Let me tell you how finesse we are. We found a store. You know how all these girls now, everybody orders online from all these different websites. So we found a store that we ain't telling y'all where it's at.
Nope.
That it literally has all the things that all these girls are ordering from online. So instead of us ordering it, wasting our time, waiting 3 weeks, not knowing what the material looks like, we can go physically see what half of these things look like. So now,
it's some virtual shit that you can try it on and see what it looks like.
No. It's
something like
really.
I haven't heard of it yet.
And you could see. I need that because these models are shaped like, let's say, these models and dancers.
Surgeons.
And they have bigger butts, whether they're fake or real. I'm ordering clothes and I'm looking at these girls and I'm like, that ain't gonna look like that on me. It's not going to look like that. So we literally found a store where we could see how the stuff is. And all the shorts are cut like that.
It was such a disappointment and a letdown because it's like, what? All right. When you sit down, and this is for everyone, guys, girls, whatever, your pants go up. Do they not?
Right.
Your it rides up a little bit. So could you imagine, I already wear these cuff shorts, right? And on top of that, when I sit and I'm sitting for like a good half an hour, it's been a while, we just park it. Now when I get up, it's gonna be all the way up, and now when I get up, that shit's gonna be sticky too on the, when you like stick to the seat.
Gotta, like, or you sit on something, then you got like the lines on it, like
what happens is that retailers are starting to go with what these women are wearing on Instagram and on stage, not knowing that's not the shit that they wear in real life.
Right.
So now they're making that and forcing women to actually wear that shit now. That shit's so corny, man.
It's so corny.
Right. And it's funny that you say forcing women to wear that, because Amber Rose, you know Amber Rose has teamed up with Fashion Nova to make her line of clothing.
Before we go into what we think of this, I just want to say shout out to Amber Rose for teaming up with Fashion Nova in the first place. That's pretty huge.
That's cool. That's dope. I love that she did that.
Followers, so kudos to her for that.
Because that is a a plus. But now, how did somebody just rush into our studio and say turn my mic on? That means we got a man. That means we got a man angry.
Okay.
Hi.
Energy.
Jeremy came in here like, oh no, ladies, pull my mic on.
The boss and shit, right?
You want some honey? Shit.
Yes, we do.
Excuse me.
So now, for those who know Amber Rose and you guys don't realize what her slut walk is about, she genuinely went into this slut walk thinking that she was defending strippers and females, because God forbid if a stripper was to get raped, there are guys like Rudy Giuliani who will say, oh, but she's a stripper, she asked for it. Oh, she's a stripper, so maybe what was she wearing? And that's not the thing you should say. So Amber made the slut walk in hopes, I don't know what she thought by calling it that, because you shouldn't just call it a slut walk. I don't know what you're trying to do. I'm trying to say it politically correct because I know she had good intentions. But now she teamed up with Fashion Nova and her clothes.
Wait. Let me cut into that. I believe by slut walk, what she's trying to say is, because if you go out and you're dressed like, there's women that wear the t-shirts with the jeans and a hoodie and their Vans, their Skippies, their Toms, whatever. And then there's women that like to be a little more provocative, that like to wear maybe mini skirts, that like to wear nice, shirts with cleavage. So, all I'm saying is that's what she means by slut walk.
Right.
Because those women, regardless whether you know what's going on in their sex life or not, now you're looking at these women like, oh, she's a slut. Oh, she's a hoe. Because she's dressed a certain way does not mean that.
But I wouldn't call her a feminist, because a feminist is not going to call everybody sluts. I get what she's saying, and I want to defend anybody that dresses provocative. Nobody is asking for it. Nobody deserves it. That's who I want to defend. But I'm not going to go call them sluts.
Right.
Like, I feel like you know how people say there's an agenda? And that there's going to be someone that comes along and is trying to push it. Anyway, long story short, her shirts, part of her Fashion Nova line, you've seen it. So now what are these shirts like? Please tell the people.
I mean, it's really nothing.
Because I can't.
It's really nothing to the eye. All you really see is a regular t-shirt with the word hoe across it. Or the one that says slut in really big, like
that's so
block
stupid
letters. I just don't see who's gonna walk into a store and be like, "Oh, I gotta get this whole shirt."
Right, and I don't
gotta
think
get myself on these.
I don't think it's okay. And if let's say you are supporting the slut walk, and I said I'm gonna buy Amber Rose's shirt that says "ho" because I want to support Amber, and this now I'm walking around with a shirt that says "ho" on it. That's crazy to me.
Like, why would you want women? Why would you want girls? Let's leave the women alone. Why would you want girls to be wearing hoe and slut walking around? This is not a positive word. It doesn't matter what spin you try to put on it. It's never gonna be a good word. It is what it is.
That's like nigger. Like, are you gonna find a way to?
If I put that on a shirt,
dictionary as a regular no, it's bad. So.
No, there's other ways to be a feminist. There's other way. I would have put something that even though it probably would have degraded a man, but I would have said something that was like a comeback to somebody calling me a hoe or something. I'm not gonna wear a shirt that says slut
we
or
just
hoe.
even thought about doing our own shirts, and we'll give you guys a sneak peek. But it's something along the lines of, I'm good.
Right.
Like, even if it's something like that where maybe you were about to come and say some stupid shit.
Like, where was her mind at? Like, we're thinking of like words to tell you stop. And she's literally she's literally writing "hoe" on her shirt. I don't get it.
She says stop where you are right there. No.
Think about it, and she's literally like putting "hoe" on her shirt. I don't understand it.
Right?
That's wild. Yo.
Yeah, like hoe. Like, don't even let them in.
Hold on, because someone just said, "What about the word bitch?"
Nah. I mean, I get it. I get where people would try to fight
Shout
that
out
because
to Mustafa.
They would be like,
It's different,
they'd be like, because it's how you say it, like bitch, or it's like bitch.
Would I wear a shirt that says bitch though?
Bitch.
No.
You shouldn't.
No.
Exactly.
No.
Why eat? All right.
See, that's a younger mentality.
Yeah, like bitch is not a word. It's just let's worry more about what we're putting out there, the message that we're sending there.
If we're gonna wear what we want to be called, I can gladly make some goddess shirts, and you motherfuckers can call me goddess.
Godly.
Okay.
Godly.
Godly. Yes. Like can we motivate our women?
Hashtag bless. Look at that. Look at that. Look at God. I just can't. Come on now. You could have came harder. You could have came harder.
Won't he do it? I think I'm going to put that on a shirt. Won't he do it? I am never putting hoe on a shirt. And Fashion Nova, we love you. We're going to keep supporting you.
Right.
She got Fashion Nova jeans on right now, but I don't know what you're thinking.
Sis.
I don't know what you're thinking by pushing that. Amber, I'd rather wear a shirt that says mother. Like, remember when Amber Rose had the mother shirts?
Right.
MUVA. I will buy 10 of them if you stop making hoe shirts.
She actually does have it.
I will order that. I will never.
Having the conversation and the thing that she was doing with the slut walk was a good thing, but all the apparel with the shit on, that shit corny.
Like she thinks that by rocking it, you're owning it, and it's not gonna do that. It's not. So.
It was a listen. Let us know how your sales go. Let us know if maybe we're on track with something. Maybe we're onto something here. But if not, we got some shirt designs that we would love to talk to you about.
Love. So, guys, before we get out of here, next week, we will go over our predictions for Gnome 8. So
Gnome fucking 8.
Battle Rap fans. Like, it's literally next week.
Wait a minute. Are you going?
You're not going? I thought you was going.
I'm going, baby! We going to Houston.
She like she wasn't going.
Okay. She was like, are we?
Because we kept saying we kept saying we wanted to tell you guys.
Yes.
But here it is.
We're going.
This is it.
Finesse and Chill will be there at Gnome 8. I'm going to go over the card. Next week, we're going to give predictions. But if you know battle rap, like I know battle rap, it's not easy to give predictions because by the time we get to Houston, the ones we didn't pick are not going to be speaking to us. So I'm going to try to keep it cute for that matter.
We're going to keep it really cute because we love everyone. Literally.
Everyone.
So make sure you guys come out to that. If you don't have your tickets, make sure you get them now.
Sensitive. So Monday we'll be here to give the predictions. Then that weekend is known and we'll be out there in Houston.
Make sure you guys are following us on our social media because we're going to be...
all over.
We're going to be all over. There's going to be a lot of shit going on. You don't want to miss out on who we're going to bump into, who we're going to talk to, who we're going to see. Just make sure you are tuned in.
Exactly.
Real quick, shout out Andrea Speaks, Dark Cloud, Malcolm
Andrea.
Luther, Christopher.
Andrea Speaks, just so you know.
We love you.
We could do that.
You and Ebony.
We could
shout out. We don't
up.
have many ladies supporting.
Yeah.
Kaza.
Kaza always in the building. We appreciate y'all tuning in.
Yes, Dark Cloud Entertainment.
Make sure you guys add us on Instagram at SittingXPretty.
I was going to say at Finesse and Chill. Follow our at Finesse and Chill page, but definitely follow me on at the Duchess of Jersey. But we do have a Finesse and Chill page up, and our email is up there. So if, guys, you ever need us to promote anything, you want us to shout you guys out, I don't care if it's your mama's birthday and you want us to shout her out, we will shout mama out, and you guys can show her. We love mama. Her. Okay, so let's go into this card real quick. You guys can hit us up, actually, with your predictions and why you have these predictions, and we'll shout it out on next week's show. Maybe we'll do a whole no mate show next week. We don't know.
Who knows?
We don't know.
We might have a special guest. Who the fuck knows?
Right. So, Surf versus Nitty. First of all, Surf just came home. Nitty's one of my favorites. We're going to save all the juiciness for next week. Goods versus Tay-Rock. Clips versus Briz. DNA versus JC. Suge versus Twerk. Jersey on Jersey.
Jersey.
Ill Will versus T-Top. I will say that we are definitely going to be on stage for Suge versus Twerk because that is Jersey on Jersey fight.
That's a given. But where we're going to stand, I don't know. We might need to be right
I'm going to be like, time! Time! I can't pick. I love them both.
Guys, it's so fucking hard. But just make sure you guys are tuned in for that because it's going to be pretty fucking lit next week.
Yes.
Write down the whole card?
Yeah.
Of course.
We're just not going to give predictions yet till next week. I said, why, you want to shout something out?
No, I didn't know. Well, y'all motherfuckers could go back on the channel and watch all of the interviews I did for No Mate.
Okay.
Drop the fire twerk shit.
Yes, you can go get all the stuff leading up to it.
Just drop the DNA and T-Top versus Charlie Clips and Goods battling at Columbia University.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I bet you didn't.
I did not.
So make sure y'all go check that shit out. Shit is fire.
That's cool.
Sorry, Young. We've been busy living our rock star lives.
Y'all come and show up here. We good.
Some Andrea Speaks says the Twerk interview was great. You know, Unk gets them exclusive. Can I just tell y'all before we go? Let's have a corny Unk appreciation. I literally can be in bed watching pay-per-view because if I can't go to the event, I'm always stalking and like checking it online, checking the pay-per-view. And I come here Monday and Unk is back, refreshed. He must drink tons of water. He's like, yeah, I just traveled. Yep. Just came back. It was hot as hell over there. Yep, you girls ready? Let's go. Time to go. And I'm like, how the fuck does he do that?
Yep. And
we're gonna see,
the tea, ladies and gentlemen.
We're gonna see. And mind you, he's getting these interviews. He's out there with these guys the whole time, guys and girls. That's not. He shows love to all sides. Uploads them and then is back here to make sure that we're on point. Shout out to Unk, man. It's freaking, what is it? It's Father's Day next week?
Oh my God. Someone better cut the mic off. Take the hand.
Oh my God. Thank you guys for tuning in to Finesse Mondays. We'll be here next Monday again. Tell us whatever you gotta tell us before Noam. And then we'll be back after Noam to tell you how it went. Make sure you guys follow us. Follow 15 Minutes of Fame on Instagram. Follow me at the Duchess of Jersey. Follow V at
SittingXPretty.
And follow us at Finesse and Chill.
You always wanted to do that. I know you always wanted to do that.
I always want to do wink and a gun. Winking again. I'm gonna tattoo that.